Happy holidays. Well, not happy for salespeople. If you think about it, we're in that call me after the holidays excuse mode. Salespeople get excuses all the time, and this is no new one. I mean, call me after the holidays has been around forever. In fact, in 2008, we heard the same type of an excuse, and that excuse was, we're in a recession, I can't buy anything. But if you think about call me after the holidays and answer a few questions about it. Why does it work? What does it do to me? And how do I combat it? So why does call me after the holidays do such a great job of putting off salespeople? Well, my belief is it's because they hear it from all sides. Normal times during the year, you hear, oh, this is a bad time for us. Oh, it's not, we're out of season. I'm happy with who I'm using. Now is not a good time. We hear all of these different stalls and objections. But during this time of year, they all come together and use one stall, one objection, and that is call me after the holidays. And so this is why it does work on us psychologically wise, and it's also why it works on everybody in the company. If you think about it, your salesperson comes to you and says, everyone's busy, it's the holidays, and you're thinking, yeah, I know, I have the same problem. I got to cram a lot of stuff into 2 weeks in December. And when your boss calls you and says, why are sales slow? And you go, well, the holidays are coming up, we only got 2 weeks. Your boss goes, yeah, okay, I understand it. So we all buy into this and we all accept it, but it's still an excuse. And excuses are no good no matter where they come from, because after a while, I hear people say to me in July, in August, well, the 2 weeks in December's a bad month for us because there's only 2 weeks of selling. So it actually affects us all year round. So think about what it actually does. Number one, to you, to a salesperson themselves, is you buy into the concept and immediately start shutting down, immediately accept that excuse and buy into it. For a sales manager, you immediately buy into it and let your people buy into it. So it really affects everything. So one of the things we have to do is we got to change the way we think about that excuse. We can't buy into it. We got to think about different things to do. So first thing I want you to think about is start writing down how many times you hear it. Okay, actually keep track of it. Have your salespeople keep track of it. Have your salespeople keep track of how many times they hear it from current customers, from good customers that are around today. Because you think about it, when you hear that from current customers, they're saying, I don't want to talk to you now. You're not that important. Nothing's going on. And I really hope that your current customers see you as a value, an advisor, that they need you even when times are slow. So first of all, change how you think about it. Now, what can we do about this? Well, first thing I want you to do is stop the hamster wheel. I call it a hamster wheel. Remember that hamster running around and around in a wheel? And so I kind of look at that as salespeople when they start accepting these excuses. There are seasonal excuses. The first one goes, call me after the holidays. Then you start calling people after the holidays. And what do they say? Oh, tax time is coming up in April and we're auditing our books. Don't call me till after April. You call people after April, what do they say? Whew, everyone's going on vacation. Vacation's bad for us. People are off, so I got to cover for other people. Call me after the summer. You call people after the summer, and what do they say? Thanksgiving's coming up, and you got this hamster wheel, and you're constantly going around accepting these seasonal excuses. So here's what I want you to do, is think about when they say that you're on a hamster wheel, you need to get off. And I want you to find a way to respond back to the prospect. Nice. But in other words, one way I do it is I love this line. I could be wrong, and if I am, I apologize. If you're a salesperson, write that down. If you're a sales manager, you need to write that down and give that to your salesperson. Anytime you want to ask something tough, the great way to do it is, I could be wrong, and if I am, I apologize. But some prospects say that to me just to get rid of me, and they really don't want to talk to me after the holidays. Where do you stand? See, just by having that conversation, you're having a very frank, very cordial response to that. And if it's the truth, that person's not going to yell at you or get mad at you, especially in tonality. One of the things we teach is tonality. But easy to respond, well, to be honest with you, no, I really don't have anything for you. Great. Can I ask you a question? Is there a time I should get back to you? You're in my marketing funnel now, not my sales funnel. You could also say, when someone says, call me after the first of the year, or call me after the holidays, not a problem. What day would be good? When would be a good time? And set the appointment. If someone says, call me in a month and a half, you should pull out your calendar and say, what day would be good? When should we talk? And then lastly, I think one of the good things is, one of the tools we have here is bring them back to the future. When someone says, call me after the holidays, great. When should we talk? First week of January. Okay. Hey, let's pretend today is the first week of January. What would you want to talk about? And you're actually bringing them to the present. So there's a lot of ways to overcome it. And I'm not saying that you're going to get everybody turned around to meet with you before the holidays, because it is the holidays. But I think you're going to get a lot further and get out of that head trash, because there are people that seriously need your help during the holidays, because they're in crunch time. And when things go wrong, they need a strong advisor. Are you the strong advisor for them? So, call me after the holidays.